Santa Clara County is working with the federal government to address housing needs here, but right now advocates say more and more families are struggling to keep a roof over their heads.
I believe it's like at least a 3-week waiting list for families.
Unhoused Response Group, or URGE, distributed supplies Monday to people living along local creeks in San Jose. While many of the people they assisted were single and unhoused, founder Sean Cartwright says emergency or temporary housing is limited for a lot of unhoused families.
A lot of the families are just trying to scatter wherever they can, whether it's cars, other people's housing, motorhomes, things like that.
The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, also announced Monday that $5.6 billion will be granted to 1,200 communities across the country, including Santa Clara County. The funding will go to affordable housing, community development, and homeless assistance.
Are you making a video?
Go ahead, Mom.
Cool.
For people like Juanita Picasso, the announcement couldn't have come at a better time.
I was lucky today to have a room thanks to a friend of mine, but other than that, we're out here in the streets too.
Picasso says she and her severely disabled son Matthew were evicted in December after disturbance complaints about Matthew's emotional meltdowns and behavior. She says her son turned 18 during the height of the pandemic, and since then she's struggled to get him back in school and therapy assistance he needs. Because of Matthew's disability, staying in a shelter is not an option.
We attempted it, but it was too much for him, and he stormed off, and I couldn't get him back in,
Picasso says she does receive Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, to help care for her son. But for the last 2 months, it's the lack of housing that's been her hardest struggle.
I need help with housing is the main thing I do need. I need a stable place to be able to care for my son and to be able to get him the help he needs, which is the therapy and, the resources that he needs right now.
Santa Clara County will receive about $2.5 million from HUD in this latest round of funding. Now, Picasso says she'll continue to reach out to the county and other agencies for help. Mike?
LaMonica Peters live tonight.